I'd like to make it legal.
And you talk about romance? Was that supposed to be a proposal?
Well, yes, for what it's worth.
Then ask me properly.
All right, I will. Will you marry me?
I'd love to.
Let me go! Not yet, lady. The freak must have brought it in. But it was your coffee that I had the pleasure of drinking the other night. It was very nice of you to send Daphne over to keep me company.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think you do. I'm a professional criminal. I could go out and rob again. Not to mention shooting some poor innocent young policeman. I'll go out and do that too. I'll walk out here and I'll shoot the first cop I see. Now, how'd you like that on your conscience?
Never heard anything like this.
Your Worship, may I request a psychiatric evaluation?
I'll be insisting on it. She'll be committed for trial and held on remand at Wentworth Detention Centre.
Now, there's a man who knows his job.
If you're cooperative, we can forget what we know already, but if you decide to play dumb... We all know how Arnie Ballinger takes care of disloyal staff, don't we?
Lexi, I'm not just telling you. I'm warning all the women to stay clear of her.
And you're not going to give any reasons?
Not yet. Just take my word for it, that woman is trouble.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something, Myra Desmond. You might be top dog. Doesn't mean you can pick me mates.
That woman doesn't know the meaning of mates. Look, love, she's only out for herself.
Oh, I reckon she's not the only one. You're just jealous because she's stealing your thunder. Here, play by yourself. You'd probably knife me if I won anyhow.
Uppity little miss. She snapped at me this morning.
Willie, that was just because you kept asking her for a best poster.
Didn't get through, eh? Didn't really expect to. Lexi's one of those people that needs to find out things for herself.
Oh, I don't believe it. It's Hetty. Hetty, it's so good to see you.
Mrs.
How are you, you bad lad?
There's been some terrible mistake.
Dad?
What are you doing in Barnhurst? Come on, we've got to get this sorted out. Hetty, this is Wentworth. Oh, it's not. Come on, Myra Desmond, you can't trick me like that. I know my old Barnhurst mates when I see them. Why, this lady muck herself over there.
We've all been transferred here, you silly old chook.
Well, if that's the case, where's my statue? Meg told me she put it in the rec room.
Yeah, it was here, but we had it put out in the garden. It looks terrific.
Oh, so I'm really here.
The point is, why are you here? What happened?
Well, I just happened to do a little tiny bank holder.
For God's sake, how did you get involved in a bank raid?
Oh, isn't it lovely? Fancy all my Barnhurst mates coming here specially to welcome me. Now I'm really home and hosed.
The judge just had no choice.
I thought you were settling in so well at the village.
Thanks, yes, so did I.
Makes me mad. We lock these women up for years and then expect them to cope when they're released.
I should have kept her at home with me.
Oh, Meg, for heaven's sake, don't blame yourself. Let's just hope we can convince her life's better on the outside before her trial.
Do you know, she was so pleased to be back, she even hugged Joan.
I can imagine the reaction.
Yes, she wasn't impressed.
Won't be easy for you having her here.
No, I suppose not.
As a matter of fact, it won't be easy for any of us.
Why? What do you mean?
The federal police have given Ballinger an ultimatum. If she doesn't give them the names they want, they're going to fix it so that her husband thinks she's double-crossed him.
What?
They'll give a statement to the press, implying that she's given them all the information they want.
But if the women think that she's turned lagger, then they'll just turn around and bash...
I know, but I'm more worried about her husband and his associates. From the way the police describe them, she's got much more to fear from them. They'll do anything to silence her.
Don't they ever think? Well, what are you going to do?
Well, tighten security to the limit. What else can I do?
Well, I better be off. I do have some good news, though.
What?
Dennis has asked me to marry him.
Oh, Meg, that's wonderful. I'm so glad. Oh, I just know you two will be very happy together.
Thanks. Don't know whether we'll tell the women just yet, though.
It's up to you and Dennis. But if you do, you better be ready for a lot of leg pulling.
Well, you won't mind having an officer with one leg longer than the other, will you?
You mean you actually like it here?
Oh, my word, yes. I mean, all my friends are here. And it's nice to get back to some decent prison grub, too.
Oh, Ruth, I'm sorry I didn't see you come in. Do you want me to stand in the queue for your food?
Please don't worry about it, Daphne. I just thought I'd like some fish salad, and Etty's providing delightful company.
Oh, okay. Well, if there's anything you want, you just tell me, all right?
Thank you, I will.
Okay.
She gets very upset with herself sometimes, you know, but a very nice girl.
You know, Etty, it surprises me that someone as nice as you is involved in a bank holdup.
Well, I was getting desperate. I tried everything to get back inside. Of course, I would never have managed on my own. I'll have double everything, if you don't mind, dear.
Just a little salad for me, thank you.
I had a lot of help from a friend of mine, Mr. Fellows. Oh, he's a very important person.
Would that be Lionel Fellows?
Yes, that's right. Oh, a real gentleman to me.
He's a good friend of mine.
Is he really? Funny, I suppose, knowing him.
You must tell me how you met him, Etty. Shall we sit together?
Oh, yes, if you like, dear.
I don't know why you don't let everyone know how she tricked Daffy into slipping her that acid. Then she'd get what she deserves.
God, no. Daffy'd go into a flat spin if she knew what she'd done.
Yeah, I guess so. But, well, if the freak wasn't involved, why did she bash up Ballinger?
I don't know. But I'm sure as hell going to find out. I want to know if Ballinger's got any more drugs. So I need her out of the way for a while.
Help is my middle name, dear.
I'm going to search your cell. I don't want her around when I'm doing it.
Well, it's been very nice to meet you, but I better be heading home.
You've only just arrived.
Oh, but you're going out.
Oh, no, you don't, Jennifer Hartley. You don't come all this way just to turn around and go home again. Simon's been dying to meet you.
Oh, but if you're going for a drive, you don't...
Why not come with us, Jenny?
Oh, great idea. Jenny, the fact is I've got a cow of a headache. You'd really be doing me a favour if you could show Simon the sights. She knows the area far better than I do, darling. And what I really need is a couple of hours to shift this headache.
Well, yes. What do you think, Jenny?
It's a great chance for you both to get to know one another. Now stop being so English about it, Simon. You know you'll love it. Now off you go.
Hi, Ruth.
Come in, Daphne.
Oh, I was just on my way to work.
Won't matter if you're a little bit late, will it? How are you feeling?
Oh, a bit down, you know. Not as good as I felt last night. I just wanted to thank you for the stuff, you know.
You liked it, did you?
Oh, yeah. I wish it lasted forever, but...
Daphne, there's only one way to get back up there. Let me give you some more stuff. There's plenty more.
Oh, you sure, Ruth? Thanks.
Can't have you feeling down now, can we?
Oh, I'm bored, Meg. When can I go back to work?
You'll be down for duties tomorrow.
Oh, laundry?
All right, laundry.
And when can I get my uniform
Well,
back?
you're on remand, Etty. You can wear your own clothes.
What, my old uniform? I want to feel normal.
All right. I'll get you a uniform.
You're mad at me, aren't you? Look, I had to come back here. I couldn't stand it out there. Having to make decisions from morning to night.
Yes, I know what it was like.
I've let you down, though, haven't I?
No, Etty, no. It's just that I would have liked you to have come to... Dennis and I are getting married.
Oh, Mick, a lovely win!
Oh, we haven't fixed the date.
Will I be able to get out for it?
Well, I don't know.
I want to be your sort of matron of honour, if they call it.
Well, Etty, I must get back on my rounds.
And don't you worry about a thing. I'll fix everything. I know we can hire a lovely Rolls Royce, and I met this really lovely vicar the other day.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later,
Yeah,
all right?
yes, dear. I knew that young man had his head screwed on the right way the minute I clapped eyes on him. Oh, a pom, 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 pom.
You sound happy?
Oh, yeah, I am. Oh, haven't you heard the news? My Meg's going to get married to that nice young man, what's his name now? Dennis? Yeah, Dennis.
Splendid. What a lovely couple. You know, Etty, I haven't gotten over the fact that both you and I happen to know Lionel Fellows.
Who?
Lionel Fellows?
Oh, yeah, small world, isn't it, eh?
That's right. Look, Etty, would you do me a favour?
If I can.
I need to get a message to Lionel today. It's very important.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, they won't let me have any visitors or make any telephone calls.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Something's happened, you see, and I've got to get in touch with my husband. And Lionel's the only way I can do that.
Oh.
You see, he can contact my lawyer, who'll tell my husband.
Well, how can I help?
Would you telephone Lionel for me? I mean, you are an old friend of his, aren't you?
Of course I will.
Good. Tell him that you'd like him to visit you today.
Is that all?
Oh, for now, that's all, but I'll tell you what to say to him later. But don't take no for an answer and don't mention my name.
Oh, Mum's the word. You can rely on me.
I'll have the pillowcases next.
Whatever you say. Hey, Chucky. Yeah? You want to have a joint when we get outside? Ruth, give me a couple. I don't think I could go through that again. Oh, come on. You probably wouldn't chuck again. Oh, thanks. I don't think I'll risk it. Oh, forget it then, Wimpy. Oh, it's just as well they're dirty, eh?
Come on, Daffy, love, get a move on. You're holding everything up.
She isn't enough trouble without having that Miss Parslow on our backs again.
Don't keep on with it. Eddie's all right.
But we'd seen the last of her when she left Barnhurst. There's no justice. Oh, Daphne.
I'm all feet today. It's just as well my head's screwed on, but isn't it?
Give them to me. I'll do it.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, hey, Lex. Do you know what time the break is? No, but it can't come too soon for me. Well, me neither. I can't wait to get out in the garden and see how my little darlings are doing.
What is the matter with her today?
Oh, you know what Daffy's like when she gets into one of her silly moods.
Are you all set for after work?
Is that when you're going to do it?
Yeah. Are you sure you can keep Ballinger occupied during the exercise period?
No worries, Myra. I know just how to do it.
Simon's just gone back to the hotel. They said they had a good time, but I'm not so sure.
Where's Jenny now?
She's up in the bathroom.
I think you've been very rude, Pippa.
Oh, come off it. You can't imagine what a relief it was when she turned up.
It was a very unkind thing to do to Simon and Jenny.
Look, I have been with him about every minute since he arrived. All he does is try and get an answer out of me.
He's come a long way. He deserves one.
Simon's always known I don't want to make a firm commitment to anyone.
Well, you can't have made it very clear to him. He's just left his wife and children for you.
You said she ought to get out and meet people, so I fixed that for her. And now you're complaining? Sorry. I better be going. How are you, Mrs. Reynolds?
There's no need to hurry, Jenny.
Oh, no, I must. I'll get my things.
I don't know what you really feel about Simon, but if you've got any respect for him at all, the least you can do is explain things to him clearly and gently.
Don't lecture me, Mum. I can't stand it. Now I'm going to phone a cab for Jen.
There's no need for that. You can drive her. Here are my keys. The fresh air might help you think more clearly.
Now this is better than a go on the Big Dipper. Do guys. Go on, try some. Grows on you. Oh, bite your bum.
Quickly, Staffy.
Oh, here it is. What do you reckon?
Oh, well, it's not really what I had in mind, do you?
Yeah, but it'll be real lovely when it's got all the ivy and stuff creeping all over it. What do you reckon?
I suppose so.
It'll be sort of a bit old and important looking. Just like you, eh?
Oh.
What do you reckon about that? No, keep your hands. You're not allowed to.
So I wanted you to know I'm putting in a bid for Top Dog.
Are you?
I'll need your backup, Ruth.
I think you're doing the right thing, May. There needs to be a change. Myra's lost her grip.
So you will support me?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Good.
You can count on me.
That'll be a big help.
Excuse me, I need to talk to Eddie about something.
Yes, I told them that Lionel was someone who was handling my affairs, like selling my unit and that.
Is he coming?
Oh, he'll be here any minute.
Oh, Etty, you're a real treasure. Now, you sure you know what you have to say to him?
Yes. Maybe better tell me all over again, though, eh?
The most important thing is this. They are to tell Arnie that the feds are trying to pull a fast one. It's a trick. Mr. Fellows ought to know so he can warn Arnie.
Oh, Carslow, you've got a visitor.
That'll be him now. Don't you worry. I won't let you down.
What do you think you're doing, Desmond?
I thought Mr. Fellows was coming.
He thought it better not to show his face here. What's going on?
Oh, it's about Ruth Ballinger.
How'd you know?
What?
We're wondering how Ruth was getting on.
Well, that's why I rang Mr. Fellows, to let him know about her.
Know what?
She's given names to the feds.
So it was her.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And Arnie doesn't know about this.
Who's Arnie?
Her husband.
Oh, no, well, I don't suppose. She can't make any phone calls, you see.
What else?
She said, that's right, she said, it's a trick, that's it. The feds have now got the names of all the big fish and are going to start pouncing. The main point is, it's a trick.
It's a trick, all right. I think I know what she's doing, and she'll never get away with it.
And, Mr. Fellows ought to know.
He certainly should. And he's going to be very pleased with you for telling us this.
Anything to help my friends, you know.
Joan? Yes. Listen. I just caught Desmond red-handed with enough happy pills to keep this place going for weeks. No, in Ballinger's cell. I don't know whether she was taking them or planting them, but either way, we've got her. No, I haven't told anyone. I thought I'd ring you first so we could decide what to do.
She knows I'm back. Stand your ground, Jen. Have you got time for a coffee?
Yeah, I'd love one.
So, it's you. Your grandmother's been in a right old mood ever since you went out. Said you were to go up as soon as you came home.
Thank you, Mrs. Goddard. And could you make Pippa a cup of coffee, please? I won't be long.
Do you want me to come and help beard the lion?
Thelma! Oh, it's you.
I'm sorry, I'm a little late.
A little late? I asked you, implored you not to leave the house today. You knew how I was this morning. Yet you selfishly took it upon yourself to go out and leave me alone. Anything could have happened.
The doctor said it was just indigestion, Nana.
And what would he know?
I'm sorry. But I'd already made arrangements to meet with...
You met a man. That's why you had to go, wasn't it?
No!
Don't lie to me, girl. Get out of my sight. You're nothing but a little whore.
Old bag. Still, she's got a point. You young girls think of nobody but yourselves.
Quite frankly, your opinion doesn't interest me.
Oh, la-di-da. Forgive me for breathing.
Pip, would you mind if we went back to your place for a while? No, it's a great idea.
Hang on, I've got to leave here by 5 o'clock. I can't hang about nursing her all night.
No problem, Mrs. Goddard. She can look after herself. The only thing wrong with her is pure spite. Come on, Pip.
I understand that, Etty. But did you tell Frank to get Lionel to contact Costello so that Arnie knows?
Who?
My husband.
Oh, no, I keep forgetting about him. There's so many names, I get very confused, you see.
Did you tell Lionel to contact Costello?
Oh, I don't think so.
Do you realise what you've done?
Yes, I've lost my tobacco. You wouldn't have a spare fag on you, would you, love?
Did you tell him that I'd given some names to the police?
Oh, yes, I remembered that. Frank's going to tell Lionel that.
Oh, I don't believe this.
Frank said that Lionel's got a plan or two up his sleeve. He said you aren't the only person that could pull a trick or two. He's a nice boy, that Frank.
You're a stupid old woman, and I should never have trusted you in the first place.
Truth. You do a favour for a person, that's all the thanks you get. I wonder if young Lexi's got a cigarette tucked away somewhere. She wouldn't mind letting an old girl a cigarette. Oh, yeah, here's one. Already rolled for me, too.
Oh! Well, what do you think?
Well, it's...
I hope you didn't mind me rearranging things, well, just a bit.
no, not at all.
And what about the new curtains?
Well, they're certainly...
Different?
Now, all you have to do is unpick it from there to there, and the same on the other side. And I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Well, have to pack up in a minute. You should finish this next session.
It's weird, really. Yeah, I know, especially when you know that Malone and Ferguson are out to get me.
Well, maybe the gov's gone home and they'll hit you with it in the morning.
That was quite a stash. I should be cooling my heels in solitary by now.
Well, I don't know, Myra. There's something funny going on if you ask me.
All right, ladies, come on, pack up now. No, I'm sorry. I'll try and arrange more time next class, okay? Come on.
Holly, hell, get a look at that.
Hey, Lexi, it's about time you threw your tobacco away. Oh, it tastes terrible.
Egbert, pack up both lots. Patterson, you've got some explaining to do.
I actually believed she'd change. How could I be so stupid?
Jen, you're too trusting, that's all. You've got to take control of your own life.
Pip's right. Although it's not as easy as she makes it sound. Anyway, let's talk about it over dinner. It's nearly ready.
Why didn't you tell me? I would have helped you.
No.
I would have, really.
I wasn't out there having a facial.
Yes, I can see that.
Pip.
I thought for a moment you were going to row. I've never known that feeling you two share.
Well, sometimes we do fight.
Incessantly.
We're stuck with each other, so we make the most of it. Even though she's always in the wrong.
Cheek.
Hey, Jen, come on. It will be okay.
No, it won't. How can it be? I let Nana walk all over me. I just can't seem to fight back. Oh, the trouble is I really love her.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yes, there is. Oh, she does such awful things, and yet I still believe her, because I want to believe her. Why can't you just die and let me be free? What am I saying?
Oh, come on, it's all right. We know you didn't mean it.
I do mean it. I mean, I don't want her to die, but... Oh, God, I don't know what I want.
Hey, Jen, come on.
Oh, no.
Look, she's an old lady. She can't hurt you if you don't let her.
Oh, Lord.
It's easy for you. I've tried, Pip,
No,
honestly.
it's all right.
I just can't stand it any longer.
I'm afraid it'll be just the two of you for dinner. I have to get back to Wentworth.
We'll be okay.
I don't know, perhaps I should just go home. Nana will be worried.
Milk. Milk, I had it a minute ago.
Perhaps if I help.
Oh, no, Mervyn, you sit down. Put your feet up. It's time someone cooked you a nice meal for a change.
But I'd rather be...
No, sit down, relax. Oh, here it is.
It's all so neat.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Yes. Joycey, my file.
I'm sorry, Mervyn, I have to keep beating.
Yes, love, but my clippings.
Clippings? Oh, you mean those little bits and pieces from magazines and papers?
Yes, they're the ones.
Oh, well, I threw them away.
You threw them away?
Yes, I thought you'd finished with them. Oh, well, some of them were 6 or 7 years old. Oh, Mervyn.
Well, it's all right, really. I've been meaning to throw them away myself. After all, they're only some old recipes.
Thank heavens they weren't important.
Had some of them for 10 years.
Oh, here we go. Thanks. A little reward for doing what I'm told. Don't, Terry. Look, I'm just trying to make this work. It isn't easy.
Well, it isn't going to get any easier if we go flushing evidence down the drain every chance we get. Joan, I had Desmond.
Do you think it's that simple?
Well, isn't it?
Terry, there are things you don't know. Now, I can't afford any mistakes. I can't take the chance of Desmond dragging Ballinger into it.
She wouldn't do that. You know the women and their precious code.
She's lagged before.
But what difference would it make?
Please, just trust me. Can you do that?
I do, Joan, but if you don't tell me what you're planning, then I can't
Terry. Terry, when we get rid of Desmond, I have to make very sure that nothing backfires and gets you into trouble. Do you understand?
I understand. Can I get you a coffee or something?
You don't have to. I'll be fine.
God, she really piles it on, doesn't she?
Yes, she does. She knows exactly how to get to me.
Now, how about that coffee?
Oh, perhaps it's better if you just
You're
leave.
not going up to her.
No, I won't. But then she's liable to keep this up half the night if I don't.
God, I don't believe this. Don't put up with all this bull, Jen, for God's sake.
Well, what can I do?
Do you know, it is so simple, it's brilliant. You're coming with me to Japan.
Japan? I
You've
can't.
got money in a passport, haven't you?
Oh, yes,
Then
but...
pack your bags and tell her you're leaving.
All right, I'll do it.
Great.
You are going to tell me where this came from if we have to stand here all night.
It's an enemy plot, that's what it is. Poisoning the tobacco.
Do it.
But it's true. Like that stuff they keep putting in the water. Meg knows, don't you, love?
Etty, that's enough. Patterson, I want some answers.
Oh, dear little thing she is. I'll pay you back, love. I always pay back when I bought a fag.
Thanks a lot. A cat's mine. So what are you going to do about it? Expel me?
Where's the rest of it?
What rest? It's one lousy joint.
Mrs. Morris?
Nothing from the soul search. I think she's telling the truth.
See? Mrs. M believes me.
Then where did you get it?
Don't remember. I've had it for ages. Been so long since I've had any fags.
And it'll be several weeks before you get any more. I'm stopping your buy-up for another fortnight.
Bloody hell, you can't do that. That's 3 times in a row.
If you persist in deliberately flouting the rules, I promise you I'll do a great deal more than that. Don't push me if you don't want to end up in the pound.
And what about her? I suppose she gets away with it.
Me?
Nobody gets away with anything. Etty?
Yes, sir.
You asked to work. As punishment, you'll do cleaning duties for a fortnight.
Punishment? Oh, I knew I shouldn't have started smoking.
That'll be all. Now wait outside, both of you. And don't move away from that door.
Ooh.
Here, are you all right?
Oh, I didn't feel a thing.
You ever touch my things again, you crazy old bat, and I'll bloody thump you.
Stop worrying, love. I'm sure it'll be worth the wait.
Yes. Oh, no!
I said you had it up too high. You had to let it simmer.
Oh, my beautiful sweet. Oh,
Careful with that pan, Joycey.
oh, I want the steel wool.
Steel wool? You don't use steel wool on a copper pan.
Well, how else am I going to get it clean? Look, the sugar's all caramelized and burnt all over the bottom.
My pan, my beautiful pan.
What about my sweets?
Your sweets didn't cost $75. I saved for weeks to buy that pan.
Oh, well, you shouldn't have let me use it then.
I wouldn't have if I'd known you were going to muck it up. Look at it, it's bucketed.
Don't you swear at me, Mervyn Pringle.
I didn't swear at you. But you're not going to blame this on me.
Oh, it's my fault, is it? Huh, just because I tried to do you a good turn and come over and cook dinner?
No one asked you to.
Well, if that's all the thanks I get.
I love that pan. I've been wanting one for years.
I don't care about your precious pan. I'll buy you another one and send it to you.
You know, I've never found it easy to talk to people, because I don't have many friends. None, really. And I know some of the things you must have heard about me.
You don't have to explain anything to me, Joan.
No, but I want to. You see, I am what I am, Terry. And I'm not going to make any excuses for that. Well, it hasn't always been easy, but I don't have any regrets. Except that people sometimes get the wrong idea about lesbians. You know, I've never forced myself on anyone, and I've certainly never been one for the one-night stand or pick-up or even the bar circuit. I've always felt that there should be something else. Because there was someone once, but she died.
I'm sorry.
But I feel that there's something between us.
I know. I feel it too.
Well, I won't force it. If you like, we can leave right now, and I won't broach the subject ever again. But you don't need to be frightened of me, Terry. I'd never hurt you.
I know that, and I'm not frightened of you. Well, I knew this would happen, and I just wasn't sure how I'd react. Until now.
And?
Could we go home now? Together?
Still, it's not on. Patterson's stashing grass away right under our noses.
It's the same old problem. It's almost impossible to stamp drugs out. You know, this is very good.
Well, don't sound so surprised. Just thought I'd let you know what a gem you're getting. I'm not just a pretty face, you know.
Are you sure you made it?
What? Hey, you cheeky thing. Come on, give me that. Yeah, look, I can read the instructions on a packet glass as well as anybody.
Oh, no, come on, please.
No,
give it back.
oh, no. Go on. You don't deserve it.
Although I shouldn't really. I've just put on kilos.
I wouldn't worry about that. Oh. I like a woman with a bit of meat on her.
Oh, you do you?
Aye.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realise I was going to my room.
All right, we're just...
you. Is everything all right?
Well, I don't know.
Hey, love, what's wrong?
Mervyn Pringle is an unthinking, unfeeling idiot. I don't know what I ever saw in him. Everything's over between us.
Oh, my head. No wonder they call it stoned. It feels as though it's been hit with a rock.
Serves you bloody right.
Well, I said I'm sorry. How was I supposed to know it was your married Joanna?
Even if it was just a fag, you had no right to nick at your thieving old bag.
It's all right, Eddie. You weren't to know. Everything will be all right by the morning.
Pigs it will. And don't look at me as though I've done something wrong. I got a right to be mad.
Yeah, I know you have. But, I mean, you've made your point, Lexi. You don't need to go on about it.
Oh, yeah? It's me that's got to go without any bloody buy-up.
Well, look, you can have my buy-up if it'll make amends, Lexi.
Save it. I've got a better idea. This'll teach you to keep your thieving fingers to yourself.
What is it?
A little souvenir you left me. You owe me $5,000. And I want it.
Now, Mummy, you'll give you a drink, Phil, but not yet. Got to be patient, and I'll give you some water later, and you can grow up to be really beautiful and really strong.
Oh, yes, Phil. Grow big and strong for Mummy. Now, pardon me while I puke.
Don't take any notice of her. She just doesn't understand. You and me are good mates, aren't we? I'll look after you, and you look after me.
If you're expecting an answer, you're going to have a long wait. Hey. What's that you got?
Nothing.
Don't fool me. Hand it over.
Hey, give it back!
It's coke, you bloody lunatic. The screws went over every inch of this hole. What do you think would have happened if they'd have found this little number?
I knew they wouldn't find it. They never touched my plants.
Now, look here, vacuum head. I've got to live here too. And I'm not copping any rap because you're getting yourself a habit.
Well, you give it back.
Forget it. Things are too hot and you're too bloody stupid.
I'll tell.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Ruth, Mrs. Ballinger, she gave it to me and she'll be real mad if you don't give it back.
Oh, she did she? There's like grease lightning, that one.
What?
Here, catch. Just you keep it out of sight, understand?
Yeah, there's only a couple of snots in it anyway, so it won't be here for very long.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
came straight away, but I don't understand.
Don't you see, girl? The pillow. Someone tried to smother me. I was suffocating.
What? But how could they?
Yeah, they must have heard you come. Check the room, the windows. Perhaps they're hiding.
Nana, if it was a dream.
Do as I say, girl. The wardrobe.
There's nothing.
Oh, and they got away.
There's no one here, Nana. It was just a dream. A bad dream.
Whatever you think of me, Jennifer, I'm not senile. It was no dream. Someone was in this room. Someone wants me dead.
Please try and get some sleep.
You don't care, do you? If you did, you wouldn't have left me alone all day. Jennifer, why don't you answer me?
Good night, Nana.
It wasn't a dream.
Stick around, I need to talk to you.
Oh, she wouldn't like you beating it, dear, that's for sure. Did you memorise all the numbers?
Well, I'm just good with numbers, that's all. I mean, it's no big deal.
Oh, me too. To be honest, when I was a nipper, everyone thought I was a bit, well, thick.
Oh, Eddie, no.
Oh, yeah, that's right, too. Except for numbers. I could add up anything, all in my head. If I'm writing anything down, not good at the writing down stuff.
Division and multiplication, too. I mean, really, really long numbers, eh?
Yes, as long as you like. Look, you think of some numbers and ask me.
All right, I will.
We'll make it good and hard, won't you?
Yeah, okay.
Come on, Daffy, love. If you stay in there much longer, you'll end up like a prune.
I'm coming.
Keep that up, Ballinger. They've great teeth, but lousy gums.
Oh, sorry.
Bitch.
May, wait for me.
Not a dicky bird.
I've been waiting for the axe to fall, but not a damn thing. And yet Renault comes racing back because of one lousy joint. Well, it doesn't make sense. I mean, why hasn't Ballinger bailed you up? Well, there's only one answer to that. Obviously, she doesn't know her stash is missing. But Malone, she could have thrown the book at me. Why hasn't she?
There's only one answer to that, too. Obviously, she and the freak have got bigger plans for you.
And seeing as how it wasn't my fault, I thought you might let me have some more dough. Just enough for a couple of joints.
No.
Oh, come on, it was Eddie who got...
If she could find it, so could the screws. You're careless, Patterson. That makes you a liability. So don't ever ask me again.
It's not bloody fair.
Why are you so worried about her when you let a dumbo like Graham keep coking me, Sil?
Are you criticising me, Lou?
No, I was just looking after myself. There's no way I could have got off the hook if the screws had found it. I mean, it's one thing getting dumbo hooked,
All
but
right,
it's...
you've made your point.
Yeah, well, I just want to know that...
give it a rest. Relax. Look, you're going to be no good to me at all if you're this uptight.
Yeah. So what's happening?
All in good time. But when it happens, this place won't know what hit it.
Hi.
Morning, sleepyhead. You better have some coffee.
Thanks. You were late last night?
I had paperwork to do after that incident at the prison. Also, I was in a rotten mood and I didn't want to take it out on you.
Thanks.
How's Jenny?
She's okay. We think we've found the answer. She's coming to Japan with me.
Really? Good for her. Do her the world of good.
That's what I think. I've got to get onto the airline, though. See if I can move it forward and leave a few days early.
Oh, I thought I'd have you at home with me for a little while longer. Bit hard on Simon too, isn't it?
That is his problem. I didn't ask him to come out here, did I?
He's entitled to a little of your time.
No, he isn't. Don't start, Mum. You are smothering me just like he tries to. I mean, that's one of the reasons I want to leave early. By the time he finds out I'm gone, it'll be
You mean
too
you're
late.
not going to tell him?
What's the point? I'll see him right up until I go, and then I'll leave him a note.
You couldn't possibly be so callous and
For
unfeeling.
God's sake, I don't want to be a housewife tied to a kitchen sink in some backwater. While my husband, the professor, goes out and plays breadwinner.
No one is forcing you to, but the least you could do is tell the man to his face when he's come 12,000 miles.
You'd only make a big deal of it. Mum, I don't want any hassles.
I suppose hassles means common decency and regard for other people's feelings. Well, you're going to tell him, Pippa, because if you don't, I will. And believe me, I'll make sure he knows just what a heartless little bitch you really are.
428,836,919, right?
Hang on, I haven't worked it out yet.
Big deal.
Anyone see my shampoo?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I've lost my shampoo, Lexi.
Yeah, well, don't accuse me. I'm not a thief like some people.
No, sorry, Mara, I haven't.
Thanks, love. Good luck.
Hey, if you're so good with numbers, how about subtracting $5,000 from your bank account and putting it into mine?
Look as though you've lost something, Ballinger. You can't trust anyone anymore, can you?
It was you. You took them, you bitch!
Oh, now there's gratitude for you. And after I've brought you a present, too. Not a very flattering photo, is it? But I'm sure your husband will love it for his scrapbook.
Hey, Daphne, have you seen my shirt?
What the bloody hell are you doing, you stupid little bitch?
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside, the roses grow. They don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too when morning comes around.